Why, hello, dear bank teller. As is evident from my hunched posture and sea salt wig, hair, I am but a homely old woman, feeble and harmless.
Yeah, sure, that checks out.
And I would be so very grateful if you'd assist me in making a withdrawal, you sweet face.
Absolutely. And my granny calls me Sweet Face. Name, please?
Ha, perhaps we play bridge together, Ayn Rand.
If they got bridge in Guantanamo.
Oh, they do not.
Okay, Miss Rand, how much would you like to withdraw?
Oh, I don't know. How about everything in the vault? I'm sorry, what was that beleaguered sigh? Am I boring you with my gun?
It's just, are you actually robbing us, or is this like a thing for TikTok?
What?
The guy staged this same prank last week. You pull the trigger and a little bang flag pops out and everyone starts flossing to EDM whale sounds. But I gotta say, you do not have his charisma, lady.
Why, excuse my grandmama. If she doesn't have her pills, she gets megalomaniacal.
Been there.
Told you that wouldn't work. What in the fresh fuck was that? Do they not instill the fear of death in bankers anymore? What country am I in? One that shamefully undervalues dramatic reveals. Look, you need to let them know that you mean business. 'Cause otherwise...
They'll take you for one of those, influencers.
Which is just a supervillain with brand sponsorships. Oh, things were so much simpler in my day. Shh, I know, Gramps, I know. Let's get you some caramel, huh?
Lucky I fucking like it. Okay.
Show you fucking business. Okay, take two. Hello, all. I've been informed that yesterday may have given some of you the grim impression that I'm merely influenced. Who are you? When the truth of the matter is that I'm far better suited to commanding. And I command you, Boogie.
Mister, are you high? Oh, is this for TikTok?
Dorian! Boogie was your cue. Wait. Boogie is the cue since when? What happened to... Late stage edit. Just deploy them. God, a memo would not have killed you. And swang that thing was like objectively better, so... Whoa, man. Yes. Boogie, woogie, woogie to your doom. You're probably wondering how I was inspired to concoct such a cunning, brilliant plan. Well, let me start at the very beginning. You see, when I was Is he monologuing yet? The wild, frantic gesturing and the eye twitching and the erection all point to yes, but I can't hear a goddamn thing with these earplugs.
What?
Anyway, I'm gonna start zip tying people. Keep an eye on that dude with the fucking windmill arms.
What?
I can't stop shaking it!
Hey, watch it.
My body is not my own!
Yeah, join the club.
Okay, and that is the last of the hostages. Hope that's not too snug. Actually, I think it's cutting off my circulation. Good, very good.
So, what's the plan for when Barnaby shows up?
Formation Delta?
Ooh, or the curlicue maneuver.
What, you trying to snap your ankle?
For a third time. Hey, my landings are getting better. And anyway, I'm building up a tolerance now. Instead of shrieking and passing out, I just quietly pass out. Improvement. As useful as that sounds, and you know how Henry so loves carting about his unconscious colleagues,
One of life's little joys.
Barnaby will not be thwarting us today, I'm afraid. Something about a bad fall and pelvic shattering, I don't know. His wife called, but I couldn't make out half of it through the incessant sobbing. God.
She called you, but not G&B?
Yeah, right. I suppose she thinks, Jesus, 40 years of trying to kill each other is the sort of game you play with your workmates. Aw, like cops and robbers with sad old men. Only one of whom has any problems with his pelvis. Ayo! High five me, Henry. Oh, with Barnaby out of commission, expect Star-Spangled Shithead to show up.
Mr. Magnanimous?
What a twat. Mr. Magnanimous. What a fucking mouthful. I bet. If the pesky upstart does dare intrude, I'll just have to show him what for. Perhaps what 5 for good measure, but God help the poor bastard. I have to show what 6.
Terrifying.
Oh, Girl Magnanimous is quaking. Henry, is the C4 in place?
Yep.
Yeah, that's everything then. Looks like we're about ready to... I gotta pee! Why didn't you go before the zip ties? I didn't have to go before the zip ties. Oh, the Dorian! Fine, come on. If you try making a break for it, though, I'm shooting you in the foot.
And he is not a good aim.
The foot is a small target. Might miss and get you in the giblets. Anyone else need to tinkle? No.
Just did.
Well, you've been a wonderful audience. Truly exemplary captives, really. I tell you to give yourselves a round of applause, but you seem a bit tied up. I miss when you could count on your hostages to have a sense of humor about things.
I think they're just tired from all the boogie.
You know, that's probably it. Forgiven. Now, for a good bit of thieving. I think I hear the rumblings of an approaching Super Zero. Okay, Henry. Wait. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, please, stop. You're all too much.
Ah, come on, Metamorpha. You see me literally in the process of robbing this bank.
Yes, and you were performing competently for a C-lister.
C for Calamity. Ah, worth it.
But as I'm sure you know, I was recently promoted
To A tier, yes, we've all heard about the gaudy E-invites to your masturbatory congratulation banquet. What? Couldn't spring for cardstock?
Curious. The recipients all seem to enjoy them. Anywho, I'll be taking this robbery off your capable hands.
Yeah, C for Capa. Yeah, I'll let him have this one. Calamity. It's always rewarding to be someone's final words, you know.
Hey, congrats on A tier, Metamorpho. What a sweet face.
Yeah! Mark my words, Metamorpha.
I'm sorry. I'm in a bit of a rush. Magnanimous will be here any moment, and I have clay to mold. If you and the very wide one,
Hey.
hello, could promptly vacate the premises via the staff exit. Thank you. Hey, can I bum a smoke?
Sure, yeah, whatever. Fine. Here.
So, how'd you get into villainy?
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. That was actually not an invitation to my backstory. What are you guys doing out here?
We're not talking about it. Metamorpha hijacked the robbery.
What? No!
Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay.
Yes, do shut up, because we are not talking about it.
Okay, but can we talk about how hard she hit A tier? Like, with one of those big mallets they have at carnivals. Oh, did she do
The fog thing?
Oh, the fucking fog thing! It's so camp. And I missed it in person, so a guy wouldn't piss his chinos. Great! Should've let him. Hey. I mean, like, who cares about Metamorpha or Pissy Pants? Hey, you absolutely shined for that first 2/3, and that's what really matters.
You think so?
Oh, I know so. It's all anyone's gonna remember.
Okay, because I have lots of, other plans and things.
no, yeah,
for,
of course.
For great acts of villainy.
Of villainy, yeah, of course.
You're really good at those.
Bring everyone down to their knees.
And you're still gonna do that.
I've got a lot of things in mind.
Can I go home?
Kind of wild plans involving
Guys?
tell me about them. Filling it to the
I'm
water.
still zip-tied.
Sounds kind of
The
expensive.
cost there.
Guys?
Probably not going to flood the ground. Maybe we'll find a smaller canyon.